So Johnson and Johnson, they have their own vaccine. I believe it was recently approved by the FDA for emergency use. And their vaccine is a one-shot vaccine, and it is around what 60 to like 66%.
66% effective, which is significantly less than the other two vaccines that are on the market right now, which is why I was talking to Jabia and I was like, I don't really know why anybody would get this one as opposed to the other two that you have to get 2 shots, but it's like 96% effective.
So here's why the Johnson and Johnson is going to be a game changer. Number one, the 66% effective rate is actually pretty damn good. That would be a great flu vaccine number. I know it's hard for people to realize because you're like, wait.
I mean, it's a good percentage, but not compared to the other vaccines that are more effective.
True, but remember, you need 2 of those shots, and also I believe for the Johnson and Johnson, you don't have to have the refrigeration requirement as well.
Yes, it's definitely longer lasting, and everything about it is better than the other 2 vaccines except the effective rate.
And that's why I was going to push back against you by saying, why would you get the Johnson & Johnson when you could get the other 2? Number one,
you'll probably be able to get the Johnson & Johnson way more easily. Like, if once they start rolling it out, it'll probably be way more accessible than the other vaccines are.
So here's the thing. Right now, I don't think you can choose which vaccine you get. I think you kind of just go.
You can't. But I think, but what I mean is that you'll probably be able to get an appointment easily. Like, more places will probably have the vaccine available.
Yeah, but so here's why the Johnson & Johnson is great news. Number one, the fact that it doesn't need these super high, super low refrigeration requirements means that this vaccine can go out to countries that are poorer than ours and don't have the refrigeration that we have, right? And so offering a great flu season protection for the COVID vaccine in poorer countries is phenomenal news for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you can convince, let's say, 80 to 90% of a population to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, right? Yes, it is 66% effective. That's not 90%, but it still means that you have a better than half. I'm trying to make sure my verbiage is right. It means that you are half. How do I phrase this? No, because
I don't know what you're trying to say. If I knew what you're trying to say, then I would be able to word it for you.
If you get them, all right. So if you get the Moderna or the other vaccine, right? With the 95% effective rate, what it means is that there's only a 5% chance that you get seriously ill with COVID. So if you get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is 66% effective, it means there's only a 44% chance that you get seriously ill.
No. Yes. No.
Yeah. Yes. I'm pretty sure my map is right on that one. Right. You get 60, 40 is 100, so 66 would be 44, right? Shannon's doing the math right now.
Right. That's 34. It's 34.
34. See, my math was horrible. So 34. So this is a 34% chance that you'll get seriously ill. But if more people get the vaccine, it decreases the chance that you get seriously ill even lower, because one of the pieces of news that came out, we finally have some evidence that is suggesting that the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines not only keep you from getting seriously ill from COVID, they also keep you from getting and spreading it. And that was the question that we didn't have before. We didn't know whether or not it kept you from getting and spreading it. If the same is true for the Johnson & Johnson, what you will then have is a vaccine that is, yes, sure, it's less effective, but it's easier to distribute to poorer countries which don't have the technology and the money to refrigerate these super cold things. So it's easier just to give the poor countries, right? The more the world is vaccinated, we can get back to resuming flights and travels among states and among cities and among countries. That helps as well. And then the last point is, you don't need a second shot. I don't think people realize how annoying it's going to be if people only have the option of getting the vaccines that require 2 shots. I mean, and it's like you can only get it within like what? The soonest is at 14 days?
Yeah, I think it's 20. No, isn't it?
Or 21 days? It's something crazy like
something like that. Yeah.
Who wants to go through all that? If I could just get 1 shot, bam, and then you can do some cool things, right? you can maybe just give the 2 shots to the people who are really, really vulnerable, like the elderly and people with serious pre-existing conditions, and then you can give people who are quote unquote healthy the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Yeah.
And so,
that's true. And we'll get to herd immunity faster. Yes. More vaccines, more people vaccinated.
Yeah.